To introduce the greatest line of new equipment in New Holland history, here's the biggest capacity forage harvester ever built, the Model 800, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all-new harvesting attachments. Watch the Model 800 chopping rye. Look how cleanly the 6-foot direct-cut unit harvests this crop. This champion welcomes a job in extra heavy alfalfa, or even tough Pangola grass, too. That belt-driven 4-bat steel reel lays the crop over the cutter bar at just the right instant for a clean, sure cut. You can really move fast without missing any of the crop. With a full load in a matter of minutes, you head back for the silo. You're pulling New Holland's all-new multi-purpose 3.5-ton forage box. And at the trench silo, you have yourself the easiest kind of unloading you could want. Fast, smooth, and perfect for packing. No trench silo? All right. How about using the bunk feeder attachment to pour that chopped crop into the new Model 21 hopper blower? Want to cover even more ground? Just hook up this biggest of all units, the 8-foot direct cut attachment. This is built like the 6-foot unit except for width. You get bigger capacity with a wider cut, and you save both fuel and time. And this is New Holland's new Model 22 belt feed blower with optional power takeoff. Here's the kind of capacity you want to keep up with the 800, 48 tons of silage an hour. Now let's watch this harvester work in a cornfield. Whether your crop is laid flat by a storm or standing 15 feet high, this one-row unit gets every stalk. Looks like a field has been hand-cut when you get through, and those wide snouts make it mighty easy to keep centered on the row. Hey, it would be great if this baby could handle 2 rows, wouldn't it? Well, seeing's believing, they say, and farmers who field-tested this 2-row unit say you have to see it to believe it. They said there just isn't any faster, easier way in the world to clean up a field of corn. Or a field of windrows, for that matter. This pickup attachment handles windrows as heavy as you please. Here's the same design of pickup found on the famous New Holland balers. And that means gentle handling of your crop. More of the feed value getting back to barn or silo. Your 800 works like a horse, no matter whether it gets its power from engine or tractor power takeoff. And the same thing's true of the 800's time-tested brothers, the rugged, dependable New Holland Model 601 and 611 forage harvesters. Engine Model 601 or power takeoff 611. In standing crop, row crops, or handling windrows. There's a New Holland forage harvester built to do a better job for farmers who don't need the bigger capacity of the 800. One of these was built for you. One of the 16 champion engine and power takeoff forage harvesters by New Holland was engineered with your job in mind. Just what the cattlemen and dairymen ordered, a complete line of spreaders so they could pick the right one for their particular spreading job. First, there's the big new 130-bushel New Holland spreader, the kind that can help you cut spreading trips in half. Here's top capacity for the cattleman or dairyman with a fairly large herd. Rather have 4 wheels? You get the same spreader mounted on a New Holland 5-ton wagon. Both models are power takeoff driven, and there's no rear arch to jam even the heaviest load. In both spreaders, you get convenient, easy rope control, a patented New Holland exclusive. Adaptable to any tractor, this brings control of the spreader right to your fingertips. Both models have sturdy steel sides, rolled and reinforced at top. This kind of ruggedness is built right through these machines. From front dashboard Back to the beaters that give you the best spreading job possible. And both of these machines can be used as self-unloading forage box or bunk feeder in grass and corn season. Now, if you'd rather have a fast, sure-footed, 100-bushel spreader, take a look at the New Holland 200. Whether you pick ground drive or power takeoff model, you're getting a lot of machine built to spread manure where, when, and how you want it. Here's a wider, easier-to-load spreader that can handle your toughest spreading job. Low loading height, widespread paddles angled for better distribution, heavier construction with steel sides, and dense Georgia pine floor and sideboards. These are the features you like to find in a spreader big enough to cut down on your trips to the field. Hear anything? Well, these new mowers by New Holland aren't exactly that quiet, but they're just about the smoothest mowers you ever put to work in your fields. They cut so evenly, swiftly, and silently. Farmers who use them say they forget there's a mower behind them. What kind of a mower do you like? A fully mounted one? Good, here's yours, the Model 45. It hooks up quickly to tractors having 3-point hookup or 2-point fast hitch. You don't need one single tool, and a built-in jack stand lets you park or hook up without blocking. How about a trail-type mower? Take this one. The Model 46 fits any tractor, hitches and unhitches in a jiffy with a simple 1-point trailer hitch. Or how about a semi-mounted mower? It's New Holland's Model 44. Universal hitch on this mower permits hitching to most popular make tractors with only one set of attaching irons. But no matter which mower you pick, each has a great many new features, like this safety breakaway mechanism, so you don't have to get down from your tractor to relatch. There's hydraulic equipment as standard equipment, and a dozen other features you would want if you were building a mower just for yourself. Every hour you save in getting hay into storage is worth many dollars in the higher feed value of good green hay. That's why New Holland spent years developing this mower crusher to meet your demand for a machine to cut down field drying time. In one swift trip around the field, you mow and crush, handling the crop just right for fastest drying time, getting it safely inside even in damp weather, and without worrying about having a long stretch of dry, sunny days. Extra big 12-inch rollers avoid wrapping and give you greater ground speed and handle the crop gently. Rolls on this crusher are smooth to make sure the stems are cracked from butt to bloom, not just crimped here and there across the stem. This crusher is built to handle even heavy crops like soybeans, and you can use crusher or mower separately. The new crusher can also be added to a New Holland Model 40 series mower at any time. And all controls are right from the tractor seat. You're really in full charge of this newest contribution to better haymaking. The mower crusher has powerful partners. Tucking that precious hay into fluffy windrows is the kind of work the roll-a-bar rake purrs over. A New Holland baler swoops up the crop and packages it safely in neat, firm, square bales. A New Holland wagon in 4 or 5 ton models carries a hefty crop of green hay back to the barn. And there you find a desert right in your barnyard. The New Holland crop dryer. Who cares about the weather and haying time when your hay can come home to this? In ours, your hay is brought to safe moisture content, and your winter feed is put up faster, safer, cheaper, and easier than ever before. And this crop dryer doubles up to handle all your drying problems. Corn and grains give up their moisture fast when a New Holland blows its hot, dry breath over them. And that's the way you want it, right? The baler you're now looking at is the newest development in haymaking since New Holland brought out the first automatic baler in 1940. This is not an experimental model. This is not a test scene. This is a motion picture made at normal speed of a production model baler operating under average conditions. This is New Holland's masterful new Hayliner 68, doing a normal day's work. But a normal day's work for a Hayliner 68 is far bigger than what you expect. Far more in speed and ease of handling, of gentleness in handling, of pure baling pleasure. All of New Holland's know-how and experience went into the creation of this new kind of baler. And now you're seeing a new baling principle, flow action feed, designed exclusively for the Hayliner. Tines move just the right amount of hay easily and smoothly into the baling chamber, so you get just the right kind of slices that good bales are made of. Here's a baling system so accurate and so gentle, you'd think it was done by hand. Now watch this New Holland knotter in slow motion, a good example of how feature after feature is based on farmers' demands for the best possible equipment. Up front, twine supply right where you want it, filled with the kind of strong, even New Holland twine that lets you take full advantage of the Hayliner's big baling capacity. And features like metermatic bale control. But best of all is the New Holland baling action. Bale after bale after bale, ton after ton after ton. And that's what you've got to try for yourself to really appreciate. So now the Hayliner 68 takes its place among the family of New Holland balers, serving more farmers than any other kind. It's a proud brother of New Holland's great Super 77, the engine and power takeoff twine tie baler for the farmer who wants bigger bales and top capacity. The mighty Model 87 engine and power takeoff baler, king of the automatic wire ties with its own specially engineered New Holland baling wire. And the 166, the first self-propelled baler for the average farm. With all of these, the new Hayliner 68 moves proudly, waiting for the day you come along and take it home to go to work in your fields. Because, like every New Holland product this year and every year, the Hayliner 68 is built as a haymaking tool to fit the hands of you, the man who knows best how to use it.